The Big Show with Night and Day. Get a hell of a caffeine fix from your local Night and Day.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon. It's the 30th of May, 2024. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. Brought to you by Night and Day.
I've heard worse.
So have I.
I've heard
actually.
worse.
There were moments there where that
yeah.
was actually quite special. Mogi and your tidy whitey there, your massive stallion. I'm warning the audience already now. Okay, there's going to be a mad show. How are you going, you stallion?
You're going pretty grousey, you mad dog. You sick son of a bee. Hey, going pretty good, man. When I say pretty good, I mean I'm feeling pretty garbage because last night was a monster down in Dunedin, and all I really want to do is get some takeaways and go home and go to bed. That's how I am.
Yeah, that's very accurate. Now, speaking of which, Keyzie. Oh, boy. Oh, lordy. Smells like a brewery in here. Tell you what. Geez, I mean, I've seen you looking pretty rough sometimes, Keyzie, but...
This takes the cake.
Boy, oh, boy. Big one for you last night, huh?
G'day, fellas. How are we?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not even that bad.
Pretty nasally today.
No. Guys. Look, I feel like garbage, but you're right when you say this is going to be a mad show because we're all in a weird sort of kind of hungover, but kind of tired, but just weird.
And also, we haven't got long to go until we're on holiday.
That's right. We're on holiday next week too, so we're all losing it a wee bit.
Yeah.
But I feel good. I looked in the mirror. I thought I looked good. Jase, you look a bit green around the gills.
Oh, do I?
A bit rough around the edges, mate. How's life?
Well, to be fair,
You rogue
Keyzie,
stallion.
I had a bit of a rough sleep last. I don't know what's happened to me. I used to love a hotel room, but maybe it's an age thing. I don't know.
Love a what?
Hotel room.
Oh.
And these days, if I'm not sleeping in my bed, I tend not to sleep.
Yeah.
But even in my own bed, I tend not to sleep. So I guess it's par for the course.
Good chat.
That's good. Was that sleep chat?
And then I was waiting for Keyzie all morning to get out of bed because we were waiting to get to the airport. And Mogi,
We'll get
too.
into this.
We'll
We'll get into this.
that very
No,
shortly.
let's do everything we've got in the first break.
But listen, massive show ahead. It's going to be mental. But let's get into what a tune to start off with.
I'm
Head like
comfortably
a hole.
shagged. By the way, 3483, text us. Where are you? What are you wearing? Etc. $50 night and day vouchers.
That water's good, man.
It's so good, eh?
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 12 minutes past 4 o'clock. Well, as we said, we were down in magnificent Dunedin last night. Flew down in the early hours of the morning, didn't we, fellas?
Sure
Certainly
did.
Jase.
Took me 25 minutes to get an Uber yesterday morning.
Yeah.
It was a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, because you can't book your Uber, can you?
No, we can't book them out west. Well, where I am out west for some reason. It's really irritating.
It's very odd. I'll have a look at your phone because it doesn't sound right.
I don't trust that either.
No.
It sounds
I've
just
never heard of
incorrect.
that.
Yeah,
And then, strangely enough, I didn't mention this in the show last night. My Uber driver, I got in the car and went, "How you going, mate?" No response. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I sat there for a couple of minutes and I went, "Busy day?"
Has it been a busy day?
No response.
5 o'clock in the morning?
And then about halfway to the airport, I realised I was freezing to death, and he had his window half down. And so I was like, "Could you put your window up, mate?" No response. And I was like, "What the is going on?" And I said, "Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Could you put your window up?" No response. 10 seconds later, he put his window up. What's that about? What's going on?
It's just standard. I don't even know. If I was you, I'd just assume all this behaviour was normal at this point.
And that's what happened too. It was so weird.
I feel like you were on the bus and you didn't realise.
Maybe
Yeah,
it
it
was very
sounds.
early.
I thought you were
just
going to
hopped on
say
a
there was
bus.
nobody in there at all.
And you were sitting in your driveway. You'd hopped in your own car.
Hey, but then when we got on the plane, good, a bit of a rocky flight down, fellas. Got out of the airport there at beautiful Dunedin, and then the shite really hit the fan, didn't it?
It gets cool down there.
Nippy.
It gets cool. But I don't mind that too much because you can sort of dress for it. It's not so bad. I don't know how I go with it day after day in those houses they got down there. But very welcoming people. There's nobody on the streets. I think it's got a population of about 53 down there, judging by that.
Yes.
But then we made it to the gig eventually, didn't we?
We did.
We did.
And the good bastards at Emerson's Brewery really looked after us. Keyzie had his obligatory chicken burger.
I certainly did.
He had two of them.
I had one for dinner as well. And there's more of a sort of recap of the Dunedin trip on our podcast outro, which will come out later on tonight. But I think as soon as we got there and people started coming in, we already knew that we needed to go back to Dunedin.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely one we're going to have to put in the calendar as a regular event.
And a bigger venue. It's got to be a bigger venue because that we had, about 250 people, so it was totally full. And there was a queue of about 50 or 60 people outside waiting to get in.
Yes.
And the only way that they could get in was when people left to have a cigarette.
Yes.
Yes.
So at one point, Jase and Mike went out for a cigarette and two people came in.
We couldn't get back in.
And then...
Well, actually, we had an idea, didn't we, Mogi? We punched the darts really hard because every time we went out there, they let two people in.
Yeah.
You
Right.
see? And then we'd go back in because we were like, the talent.
Just had some sick come out of my mouth.
But
when you said
seriously,
that.
it was awesome. It was everything we hoped for. We laid down the gauntlet to the people of Dunedin, and they responded in kind. Our greatest ever show, maybe.
Maybe. I still think that first Christchurch one was next
pretty
level.
manic, yeah.
But one thing we should do is open up the text line on 3483 and just say, where should we come to next?
Yes.
And also, what's the venue? Well, maybe not next, because I think we've got one almost lined up for next, but where should we come to before the year is out? And also a good venue idea as well.
Yeah.
A good place that'll go off, 3483. We've got $50 night and day vouchers to give away, so get stuck in.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Here's a bit of Sublime.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, yes, indeed. Crowded house there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 22 minutes past 4 o'clock. One of the things I wanted to address, actually, regarding the Dunedin show last night, fellas, is the stuff that we say in our live shows, which can have deadly consequences whilst we're still at the live show. Lethal consequences. Namely, Keyzie during the show said to the punters that were there, all 780 of them, that anyone that came up and slapped me on the ass, I'd buy them a beer.
A jug of beer.
A jug of beer.
A jug of beer.
Which Keyzie thought was a hilarious idea.
Jase, eyes to the front. Hang on, just quickly. Do you remember the reason why I said that? Because you said if everyone came up to me, I'd buy them all a backbone burger. And you said if they came up and hugged me, or I can't.
That's right.
I can't remember what it was. And then I was like, okay.
You said that Keyzie had a big holiday coming up overseas, and it would be a real shame if he got sick. So don't come up and cough on him.
And then he'll buy you a burger.
That was pretty low, Jase, from you.
Is that what I said? Is it?
No, that's what Mogi said as well. You both did it. And then at that point, I'd had a few lemonades, so I was like, oh, okay, we're playing this game. If you slap Jase on the ass, you get a jug of beer. Did you make good on any of those, by the way?
Never before have I had my ass slapped so many times. And what I also noticed...
You're a sweet little number, though.
It's peachy. It's peachy.
You got a dump truck, man.
I'm carrying in the booty department.
Oh, there's a lot of cake down there, Jase.
But listen, I tell you what. As the evening progressed, the slaps got more and more vigorous, can I put it that way? And by the end of it, I was feeling like I was being assaulted by the end of the evening. So it's all very well to get people to pay for stuff, but let's keep that hands-on stuff out of the genre.
I apologise. I did actually feel bad about that. At any point, did you find yourself getting furious?
Yes, at every point.
Yeah.
So
what you're saying is if people see you...
Well, especially when I was at the urinal there, and I don't know if you guys do this, but I let my pants and my undies go to my ankles when I'm, going for wheeze.
Because you got that hog.
Yeah, I got the hog.
You got the hog at the front and the cake at the back.
I got the dog roll. And so, it's like my naked ass just sitting there in front of everyone. And one dude came up and actually had a run-up and slapped my ass while I was urinating, and not good, man.
He was saying that there was flies hanging all around it, and you got it all over his head because you're a two-stroker.
All right, look, Hoity J's cake aside, I do actually feel terrible about that.
Yeah.
So you should, Keyzie.
I reckon you're a shocker.
Maybe if you actually bought people the beers like you promised, that wouldn't happen as hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they thought they had to keep upping the sort of the strength of the slap until the beer finally showed up.
Oh, I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. There's nothing I'd like more than buying people free piss while I suck on a zero beer.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, hang on. Also, do you remember when you tried? It didn't happen as much, thankfully. You guys both encouraged everyone to heckle me the whole time I was on stage doing our stand-up.
I don't recall that at all, Keyzie.
Bullshit.
And then this morning, very quickly, the recap. Everyone, Pugsan and the rest of the team went to the airport. We were meant to be down in the lobby at 7:45. Hoodie Jase down there at 7:55. No
45.
Mogi. No
So you were
Keyzie.
10 minutes late, were you?
No, I was there at 7:35 actually,
Right.
waiting for you two losers.
Yeah.
And then you finally dragged your sorry asses out of bed.
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? And then we were on the ride to the airport there, and you were bagging Pugs, saying like it was going out of business, saying, man, he should have had the time to be downstairs through the night before, so we all knew, because, you know, Keyzie's going to be fast asleep. And I was like, man, go easy on
Yeah, it was pretty
Pugs,
crazy.
brother.
Just quietly, fellas, on that front with old Pugsan. My wife was furious when she heard about you guys sleeping in and that Pugsan had gone to the airport.
Right.
And she loves Pugsan, especially his skin. And she was dirty.
Who? Your wife?
My
Your
wife
wife
was
what?
dirty.
with Pugsan.
Oh, with Pug.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
wife
yeah.
was dirty with Pugsan.
She was so dirty with Pugsan.
Let's just end there.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Muse there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 4:35. And as we have oft talked about, old Keyzie off on holiday next week, and he's flying over to Bali with his beautiful wife.
Okay.
And we subsequently found out, didn't we, Mogi? His good old mate, Manai Stewart, and he's in the studio with us. G'day, Manai. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Backbone?
Good afternoon, fellas. Yeah, very good, thank you.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so Manai from the ACC, his partner's coming with us as well. We're going to split a villa.
Yep.
Pardon?
We're going to split a villa.
Oh, right.
Yeah, with
Okay,
together
yeah.
at
the villa. There. Yeah,
Got
yeah.
servants there?
I don't know, hopefully.
Presume so.
What do you
That's
have?
sort of why you go there, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have like house boys.
Well, I didn't check the gender. I don't really look at the world through that lens, but I presume that there's some sort of wait staff.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
But yesterday we were discussing the fact that I've got a dilemma where I've been offered a free upgrade, right? So I'm in premium economy for the flight over.
Well, you haven't been offered it. It
Yeah,
didn't come out
offered?
of the blue.
They
Yeah,
don't just be
you-
like, hey,
You know it's
You
sitting there, and
snatched it up,
you've
Keyzie, you
opted
piece
to
of
use
shit.
it.
so your version of events is they out of the blue were like, hey, Keyzie, we see what you've been doing for us lately. We want to reward you with an upgrade.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I'm silver status, baby, which is like the entry-level status for airports. So I got a free upgrade, first time ever. I've used it. My wife has bid for an upgrade. She may or may not get it. We still don't know.
So here's, quite aside from the fact that I just couldn't consider doing that to my own loving and long-suffering partner.
Thank you, Manai.
Sure.
I couldn't even imagine that. The other part of that is, what about the boys are going to Bali? I've been fired up for this for quite a while. I was like, we hit the airport. We're not flying till 11. Couple of cocktails, couple of beers. The boys are on. We're off to Bali. Now I find out, not only have you been upgraded, I'm now sitting down there with my missus and now yours.
That's true. I messaged today like, hey, where are you guys sitting? Just want to make sure that Lucy's sitting right next to you guys so that you can entertain
Yeah,
her.
you can look after it because I'm not going to.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Genuinely, man. Genuinely.
This will be
Yeah.
genuine.
Hand on heart. I would never do that to my wife, Mogi. I would never do that to my wife.
Honestly, it would never even occur to me. And I'm not
I-
joking. It would never occur to me. Because
Exactly.
the thing about it is you're going on a holiday with your wife. It's a special time to be going away. And all of the experiences should be shared, whether it's, if you're going to travel economy, you share that experience. If you're going to get manage to get upgraded, you should do that together.
Yeah.
The idea that I would just ditch my wife at the first opportunity.
Mike,
Disgusted.
Kia kaha, man.
That's not how you use that particular phrase.
I would also add that you've done it the wrong way around. If you've been offered an upgrade, the move is you send your wife up there and be like, hey, this means a lot to me. I'd rather you have it. You had a great sleep. We gas up the whole way over to Bali. We land scot-free. You've played this the wrong way.
Fair point,
Get
man.
the upgrade on the way back when you're a wreck.
Fair point.
What are you doing?
I don't know if you know this, Manai, but I get most nights get calls from Keizie's wife, and she's in tears.
Yeah.
And it's just
You get
early
those too.
early doors in their relationship and stuff. I am shocked and disgusted
Is that
Keyzie.
Right.
I told my wife about it last night, and she's quite fond of Keyzie. Not anymore.
Real fond.
No.
She's gone right off him and just said, what a massive piece of...
Shit.
So what's my recourse here? I think the only thing I can do is just organise with the girls. We're just going to get blackout drunk on the flight there.
Responsibly.
When we land, Chris has to deal with us. And I think that's the only way to deal with it. Yep.
I think so, but does it give you pause, Keyzie, to know that everybody else you know would never do what you're doing? It almost feels like we need to get a big poll going.
Does it give me pause?
Yeah, does it make you stop
Does it
and
make
think?
you go, oh,
Well,
actually,
'cause
that's right.
All
that's
the pause,
true.
all the pause will be down in economy. I'll be up with the riches. And they came out of the blue and they were like, hey, Keyzie, you want an upgrade, man?
I think you're right, Margie. We put it to the phones here and we put it to the text line 3483. Is Keyzie being a piece of...
And if he is, if it's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt through the polling system that Keysie's in the wrong, the Keyzie stays home.
Agreed.
Makes no difference to me.
Hey, thanks for this. Thanks for coming in, Manai, man.
Good to see you, man. Hey, I'm picking you up tomorrow to drop you off at the airport. Hey, do you need to be dropped off at a different part than us? Or
Yeah,
come with us?
The valet on Saturday.
okay,
by the way. Bloody hell. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Arctic Monkeys here on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. 3 minutes to 5 o'clock.
Sorry.
Coming up after 5 o'clock, we're going to be speaking to Lauren Whitney from the New Zealand Comedy Festival about the comedy festival that's just ended last Sunday, I believe it was, Mogi. Also, it's budget day today, of course. We've got a few suggestions of the Big Show budget day and the things we'd like to see change in the budget.
That's right. Also, continue to keep an ear out for the 25k fiddler. If you hear a song with some fiddle mixed into it, give us a call on 0800 Hodaki. Caller number 100 could win $1,000.
Great stuff, Keyzie.
Thanks,
All
fellas.
that after 5 o'clock.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. You keep ruining it, Keyzie.
You do, actually.
Mogi
You can
and I
have a
are
good
really,
think about this when you're in Bali, mate.
really in sync, and you are butchering it.
It's the problem is because I'm used to you go kind of mid, then Mogi's slightly above that, then I go high, but then Mogi started going slightly higher, and so now I have to go even higher.
Yeah.
Well, and you don't have the capacity to go low, so I see what you're saying, Keyzie.
You're righto.
Yeah.
So you guys are down here sort of in economy, and I'm like up right at the top in premium economy going, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
On
So-
your Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Hey, now listen, apparently, because we were down in Dunedin yesterday, she was some woolly weather up in Auckland City, I hear, fellas.
Oh, what I heard was it was cold weather. You heard it was woolly.
Yeah, well, yes. Also, and as the traffic turned to pop. I'm looking up there now, and she's looking a bit wild and woolly as well.
I was looking woolly again.
It's
What does
looking
woolly
again.
mean?
Well, it's kind of
Like made of wool.
I think
Have
it's cold, so you have to put some wool clothes on.
Thank you.
Right, skivvies in that.
Yeah.
I got a video from my wife yesterday of it hailing really hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
good stuff.
No, of it hailing.
Oh,
Yeah. And she was nude.
oh, come on, Keyzie. man.
Don't you think
She
you-
wasn't actually. It was
Don't you
just
think you know, she's
What?
been under the gun enough with you going up to premium
economy?
wank economy or whatever?
Premium wank economy. While she's down. Can I also clarify, and for those just joining, I've accepted, I've used a free upgrade that I had to go into premium economy. We've bidded for her to also get one. So that could still
Sure.
come in. It could
How
happen.
much did you splash out on that, Keyzie?
Oh, like $50. It was like the bottom offer, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, now listen, coming up, we're going to be speaking to
Lauren Whitney from the Comedy
Whitney
Festival.
From the Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk the budget. Our thoughts on that, fellas?
Sounds good, Jase,
Because we've
man.
got so many of those.
And you have a funny story about an Uber.
Oh, yeah. So good. Here's Faith No More.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night. And you keep ruining it, Keyzie.
You do, actually.
Mogi
You can
and I
have a
are
good think
really,
about this when you're in Bali, mate.
really in sync, and you are butchering it.
It's the problem is because I'm used to you go kind of mid, then Mogi's slightly above that, then I go high, but then Mogi started going slightly higher, and so now I have to go even higher.
Yeah.
Well, and you don't have the capacity to go low, so I see what you're saying, Keyzie.
You're righto.
Yeah.
So you guys are down here sort of in economy, and I'm like up right at the top in premium economy going, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
On your Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Hey, now listen, apparently, because we were down in Dunedin yesterday, there was some woolly weather up in Auckland City, I hear, fellas.
Oh, what I heard was it was cold weather. You heard it was woolly.
Yeah, well, yes. Also, and as the traffic turned to pop. I'm looking up there now, and she's looking a bit wild and woolly as well.
I was looking woolly again.
What does
woolly mean?
Again. Well, it's kind of...
Like made of wool.
I think it's cold, so you have to put some wool clothes on.
Thank you.
Right, skivvies in that.
Yeah.
I got a video from my wife yesterday of it hailing really hard.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
No, of it hailing.
Oh.
Yeah. And she was nude.
Oh, come on, Keyzie.
Don't you think
She
you-
wasn't actually.
Don't you think she's
What?
been under the gun enough with you going up to premium
Economy.
wank economy or whatever?
Premium wank economy. While she's down. Can I also clarify, and for those just joining, I've accepted, I've used a free upgrade that I had to go into premium economy. We've bidded for her to also get one. So that could still come in. It could
How
happen.
much did you splash out on that, Keyzie?
Oh, like $50. It was like the bottom offer, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, now listen, coming up, we're going to be speaking to
Lauren Whitney from the Comedy
Whitney
Festival.
From the Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk the budget. Our thoughts on that, fellas?
Sounds good, Jase,
Because we've
man.
got so many of those.
And you have a funny story about an Uber.
Oh, yeah. So good. Here's Faith No More.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed. Kings of Leon there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 15 minutes past 5 o'clock. Of course, budget day today. Mogi, your likes and dislikes from the government. Thanks, mate.
Well, there's a lot to chew over, Jase.
Sure.
There's a lot of budget cuts in there.
Yeah.
I think we could have been subsidising the cigarettes.
Yeah, well, I say get rid of the tax on the cigarettes.
Well, I'd say go one step further. I know they've got the free lunches in there. What would you say to free cigarettes for all children under the age of 8?
Well, hang on, it seems a bit full on encouraging kids.
I'm not encouraging them, Keyzie. It's compulsory.
Yeah.
Right.
There's too many kids out there with asthma. Too many kids allergic to peanuts, and I say get them on the end of a dart.
What,
Mate.
as a kid with asthma,
I'm with you, Mogi.
Well, we've got to thin the goddamn herd out, Keyzie. There's too many people on this planet, so if you can't handle a dart, we'll have to see you later.
well, hang on, that might have meant that I would, because like when I had asthma and I was struggling with that growing up,
Yeah.
a dart.
You struggled with anything growing up. You struggled with air growing up, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on this? Any thoughts yourself, Jase?
Mate, one thing that I would absolutely install, and I was talking to Pugsan about this.
Yes.
Oh, is
from
that your
Studio B,
subsidising nose jobs?
is free rubber joeys.
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't be paying. You're talking about overpopulation, mate.
Yeah.
Free rubber joeys is just a given as far as I'm concerned. Do you know how much this is costing Pugsan at the moment?
I've got a fair idea.
I mean,
I think he's got a problem, man.
when you're getting pallets of the bastards
Delivered.
delivered, you're in a world of pain. His mum
Well-
rang me the other day in tears.
I'd like to see, well, what I want to see is the government's fun account.
Oh, you want to see their fun account?
Oh, yeah, how much they have the fun account?
I want to see
Yeah.
what's set up, how have they got a utilities account? Have they got
Sure.
a gift account? Have they got a travel account? That sort of stuff. I just want to see all that from my point of view.
Well, you wouldn't want to, you couldn't put you in charge of the fun account, Keyzie, all right? Because you'd be overspending every week and you'd be going to Auntie Nicola Willis there and asking her for an advance because you spent it all.
Yeah. What did you
Hey.
spend it on? Oh, a flight upgrade.
Flight upgrade.
Just for me, though.
Just for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else would we like to see?
Less public transport. No public transport.
Less? None.
Yeah.
None at all.
And I would say one person per car maximum.
Right.
One person per car maximum.
Wouldn't that really
We've got to
clog
get New
up
Zealand moving.
Yeah, I couldn't agree. That's a good call, actually.
Thank you.
And that's just common sense.
Now, that works in many ways. One, you get everybody buying petrol.
Yes.
The government gets a tax on that. All right,
Yes.
so that's
that's
a dollar
smart,
in the
actually.
back pocket. Now, we're right back. We're paying for those darts for those cool school kids. Yes?
Yeah.
I like that.
And we've got to get rid of the vapes as well, actually.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of kids are vaping because of the flavours. They've got cherry and pepper and all of this sort of thing. And that stuff, that's fine, but nothing looks as cool as a kid smoking.
Yeah. Actually, there's a great text here on 3483 I agree with. Will there be tax cuts on pork mince? I think there should be. Subsidised at least, like you can apply to the government, they send you like a monthly wage and you can spend that on pork mince is what I'd be keen
I
on.
was thinking about your pork mince scenario,
Oh, were you?
Keyzie,
And then what did you think of?
Well, what you should do is you should buy huge quantities of pork mince.
I'm
and
already
then-
doing that.
but then segment it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So buy in bulk and then segment it up. Your wife would be good at
Segments.
that. And then freeze off, so you can have pork mince 7 days a week.
Yeah, and little pork mince ice blocks.
Yeah.
You can stick some old...
What do you think should be in the budget in New Zealand? And also, if you've got any pork mince advice, 3483, flick us a text. Someone here wants their Pornhub Premium to be subsidised.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Here's Led Zeppelin.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki. Sounds like they've struck again. The Radio Hodaki 25 grand fiddler.
Yes, indeed. One of the things we love doing on the Big Show and throughout the Radio Hodaki station is giving away cash.
Yeah.
Hey, don't we, fellas?
We love
certainly
it, man.
do.
Call
That's
a
why I
number-
get up in the morning, man.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here. Call a number 100 wins $1,000. 1,000.
Certainly did, and they just had to listen out for that fiddler tune, and it was in the middle of Led Zeppelin's rock and roll.
Yeah, pretty good, man. Jono, you mad bastard. How's life?
I'm good, fellas. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Unfortunately for you, you're caller number 98.
Ah!
Oh, no.
That was so close, man.
Jeez, mate. Sorry. Have
He'd
a
be
great day,
gutted.
Jono. Ryan, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, oh, not bad, fellas. Yourselves?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate.
Well,
good,
it was good.
Was good, Ryan. But unfortunately, mate, you're caller number 99.
Oh,
Oh, so close. Keep trying, Ryan. Keep trying. Don't give up, mate. Get up. Don't give up.
Get up.
Get up. Get up, Ryan.
Wake up, Ryan.
G'day, Fiona from Welly. How's life?
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, I bet it is, because you've just won $1,000.
Oh, you beauty.
Yeah!
You guys are doing God's work. I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
are. We are. What do you reckon you're going to spend that on, your backbone?
Oh, I couldn't say on here.
Wow.
yeah.
Now we're talking.
Hey,
Augments.
incidentally, Fiona, what do you do for a crust?
I'm a mental health nurse.
Oh, backbone!
Backbone.
You can walk into work and tell them to shove that job because you're rich.
Totally, mate. One of my daughters is a mental health nurse too, Fiona. So backbone, I know the great work you do. Hey,
Yeah.
how do you feel about pork mince?
About what?
Pork mince.
I'm not a pork girl myself.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
have you-
Not of the mince variety.
Yeah, have you
Sure.
tried getting... Because someone's
Hey.
text here on 3483, you should hunt the pigs, buy a mincer, you idiot.
Yes, that's a good
Right.
idea.
It's smart, actually.
Is that what you're telling Fiona to do that?
Yeah, Fiona, you should do that. Enjoy the $1,000, Fiona, mate.
Oh, thank you, guys.
That's
No.
quite good. She could buy a mincer with that $1,000.
You're
Keyzie.
welcome.
I think you're right, and then she could go and hunt pigs.
It's like so obvious. Buy a mincer and hunt pigs.
you
Well,
idiot.
look, and also, man, I mean, seriously, Kizzy, I go hunting all the time. I'm always getting wild hogs. So, I'm happy to chuck them your way if you get a mincer.
I don't want you chucking your hog my way ever,
Nah.
Jase. By the way, up next, next is Lauren Whitney from the New Zealand Comedy Festival. She's all done and dusted for this year. Bit of a wrap on the event coming up next.
Yeah.
Bit of a debrief.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, yes, indeed. Nirvana there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 5:38. Now, the New Zealand Comedy Festival, done and dusted, fellas.
That's right.
And once again, what a massive success it was, fellas.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, we thought we'd have a bit of a debrief. So we got one of the main players in the New Zealand Comedy Festival, Lauren Whitney, in the studio with us. G'day, Lauren. How's life?
It's pretty good. It feels pretty quiet this week, considering the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
but,
it's been pretty crazy.
It has.
It's been real Keyzie.
Sounds so Keyzie.
Lauren, your voice isn't usually this husky, is it?
No, it's pretty husky, but not this husky. I'm pretty much woody at this point.
What's your official title with the Comedy Festival?
Chief Executive.
Chief Executive.
Mm-hmm.
So what has the past month looked like for you?
It's looked like 3 shows a night, 4, 5, 6 on a Saturday. And it's been hectic. It's been really awesome, actually. I've seen so many good shows. David Correos on Saturday night was unhinged and insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He won Best Entrance because he was literally under this sheet or this thing on the stage for like the 20 minutes that people were coming into the theatre. No one knew, and then all of a sudden this hectic sort of entrance, and he storms out of this. It was awesome. He's doing Christchurch tonight too.
I'm really intrigued, actually, as a bit of a serious question. How do you gauge the success and or not of a festival? Is it in the numbers? Is it in... how do you gauge that?
Yeah, for me it's the quality of the shows, and we're seeing comedians do new stuff and try new things and play in new spaces. Rhys Matthewson's show, 10th Rodeo, his 10th show this year, was quite fantastic and a departure, I guess, from what he did. He dug pretty deep and some pretty open about some areas, but was still so funny.
Yeah.
So really raw, but really funny. He's such a master of the craft that he can really play in that space. So for me, it's kind of shows, seeing, like, discovering new acts like Jed Parsons. We were just talking about it before.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How good.
That guy is so good.
Yeah.
He's got funny bones, man.
Yeah.
He is a musician and he's definitely a comedian too. And the two together really work beautifully.
So Rhys Matthewson took out the Director's Choice Award. Who took out the Billy T Award?
Oh, Lana Walters. It was awesome, actually. I mean, it was such a great crop of Billy T's this year. But Lana, really, I saw her show and she just balanced, like, because she was talking about being a mum and all, having kids and stuff, and some people go, "Oh God, that sounds," But man, she did it so funny, and she just, she was brilliant. And I think if you had kids or didn't have kids, you got a lot out of the show.
Yeah,
sure.
So
now, of course, Jase used to be a stand-up comedian, didn't you, Jase?
Yeah.
And he's been banging on for some years now that he won the Billy T Award.
Did he?
But
it is on Wikipedia, so I guess it's
is it
true.
on Wikipedia?
Yeah, I mean,
Specifically
really,
Sugar and Spice, I might
yeah, I know, with
yeah,
sugar and spice. But I mean, the kind of proof is really like, do you have a towel or?
Nah.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
And what else, Mogi?
$5,000 cash.
Yeah, we've upped the money a little bit since then.
Yeah.
So what happened your year? So your year, Radar, Brendan Lovegrove and Sugar and Spice all
you
won
got
it.
rid of all of us.
Yeah.
In one foul
Yeah.
sweep.
I reckon Margie was like, let's get bloody hell, yep, especially knowing Radar and Brendan. And
Yeah, they'd be
you
in
and
your
Johnny.
ear. Yeah.
Just a bit of-
But it's fantastic, isn't it? Because, we look back, I look back on sort of when I was doing the comedy sort of scene and stuff, and it was emerging, I think would be the way to say it. But now it's a fully fledged beast in this country, isn't it?
It is a fully fledged beast, but I think it's important to look back at the legends and who started it. And for that reason, I did bring you a little something into the studio.
Oh!
Hey.
It is time to officially award you with your very own Billy T towel.
Oh, thank you. Hey.
There he is.
A
Jase
true
has
winner.
just been handed
Thanks,
the official
mate.
Billy T
Yellow
towel
towel, man.
for his
Finally.
win in 1999.
Was it 1999?
1998.
Oh, God.
1997.
Oh. Hey, thank you for
good.
that,
Look at
Lauren. I
that.
appreciate that. I'll treasure it always.
Lauren, out of 10,
Hang on. Sorry, Keyzie.
Oh.
And the 5K?
Oh, sorry. I think we just got to have to keep the money as it was back in 1998.
Right, okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
Sorry,
Right.
Keyzie, what were you saying?
Jase is on dog squad money anyway. He doesn't need it. Out of 10, Lauren, how
Yeah.
pleased are you with the Comedy Fest as a whole for 2024?
I'm stoked. There's a 10 for me.
10 out of 10.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So I'm picking now for you bit of a break.
Bit of a break. There's a lot of accounts to do. It's so boring.
Yeah.
It goes from rock and roll to accounts. and
Keyzie's really good at
stuff like that.
accounts.
Oh, yeah.
He
Numbers
has all
guy.
sorts. He has like fun accounts and utility accounts and stuff like that. You could get him to do it for you if you
Yeah,
want.
man, I'll do
You're
your
welcome.
accounting. Yeah.
Come on in. Come on in.
That's a good idea, Jase, man.
Hey,
You're
Lauren,
such a great agent.
thanks so much for coming in, mate, and congratulations on the festival. It sounded like it went off.
Oh, and thanks for my towel, Lauren, is what I would say.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
and thanks
yeah,
for my
yeah,
towel,
yeah,
Lauren. I
yeah.
forgot I was wearing it.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, Super Groove there on the radio.
That groove.
Big Show.
That groove is pretty super, eh?
It is pretty super.
It's a
I
super groove.
was really concentrating on the bass line there, actually, for some reason tonight, because I've heard that song many times in my life, Mogi, and it was very good.
Very good.
bass
Very
line.
good groove.
Sorry,
Super.
concentrating on the waistline. What?
No, the bass line.
okay.
Slap at a bass, Keyzie.
Yeah, slapping the bass. Yeah.
Slap at that bass.
Jase, we mentioned earlier that you've got a hilarious Uber story.
Yeah, I told it at the start of the show.
No, you didn't. You got to tell us your hilarious Uber story.
No, this
Hang
isn't-
on before you start. Go now.
It's not a hilarious Uber story.
Oh, yeah, no, I get you.
It's a lovely, it's
Yeah.
a lovely,
Wink.
Wink, wink.
a
Nudge,
lovely
nudge.
Uber story. Now, as I mentioned previously in the show,
gonna be funny,
Keyzie
Keyzie.
really threw me massively under the bus during the live show yesterday by saying to the punters there that if they came up and slapped me on the ass, that I'd buy them a jug of beer.
Sorry, this is a hilarious yarn music.
Unbeknownst to me, the people took him seriously. Probably the first time in his life he's ever been taken seriously. So all night, my ass was being pounded.
Can I say your ass was being pounded, and your ass was getting ridden as well, wasn't it?
I was
You're
under
very
the
popular.
pump.
Very popular.
I was under the pump, and I was getting stressed out. And look, as we've mentioned, fellas, it was a great night. And it was great meeting all the backbones down in Dunedin there. But she got wild and loose and woolly in the last hour and a half.
And to be quite clear, there was probably up to 300 people. We probably took photos with 250 of them. And that's not a joke. It
was great.
That would have been, and it was awesome. But it's a lot of people to press the flesh with.
Yes,
isn't
it is.
And especially when they're all hammered and you're not.
Yes.
It's a lot.
And they're slapping you on the ass and spitting all over
And
you.
also, they're like a third of your age too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. Half your age. Sorry, Jase. That was terrible.
About
maths.
half.
Yeah,
About
about half.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, and they're demanding that you get on the piss with them and all sorts of stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So I've got to be honest with you, fellas.
Yeah.
By the end of the evening, I was frazzled.
You're done, weren't
I
you,
was
mate?
done and dusted, and even as I was leaving the venue, I was getting my ass slapped, and people were grabbing me by my hand, going, I walk out into the freezing, frigid air
Yeah.
of Dunedin. She was -7,
Dunedin.
I think, at that point. I'm frazzled, I'm cold, and then just perfectly on time, my Uber turns up. Right on time. I open up, and this is true. I open up the Uber car. I open up the door of the car. I get in. It's a warm cocoon.
Oh.
And this, I took a recording, is what's playing on his stereo.
It's really nice.
Hope you're time to change it to Hodaki, because you're a backbone.
And I swear to God, fellas. Oh.
Wasn't that nice?
Can I just say,
I was tempted to just say, my friend, just keep on driving.
Jase, can I just say, you're an absolute hero, man.
Thanks, Keyzie. That was pretty funny, though, eh?
Yeah, that's
a good
hilarious, man. That was
yeah,
great.
thanks, man. Good punchline.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a real thinker.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll come to me later tonight.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, gotta love a bit of David Bowie there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening, coming up after 5 o'clock, of course.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Oh, where does it go?
What's on the TV with Mike Minogue and Mogi getting into the blue channels last night in his hotel room. So I'm intrigued to see what he's got to say about that. Also, what's for tea, New Zealand?
No, we're not doing that.
With me, Keys, it's on the sheet there.
Oh,
with
God.
me, Keyzie, yellow wheeze. So text through 3483.
What you're having for dinner.
What you're having for dinner.
And let me say it. Text through 3483 what you're having for dinner. You could win a $50 night and day voucher.
Good stuff, Keys.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Again, Keyzie. Again, man.
What?
I don't know what you're doing. You're all over the shop.
Okay, here's the level I want to be at.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
where I'm at. So you guys adjust
Yeah,
accordingly
yeah.
and it'll be sweet.
You can do it anyway. Go again, Jace.
Brought to you by Night
Oh,
God.
Good God.
The shit thing is, I was actually really stoked about that.
On the Big Show outro today, which is a bonus podcast we do outside of the radio show, we got deep into Keyzie's eating habits.
Yeah. Here's a snippet of pizza chat
God.
from the podcast outro. It comes out 7:30 tonight, so listen to the full thing then.
I didn't even think to select crusts. I don't
Yeah.
even know if I was given that option, actually, because I always go thin, Mogi.
I love a thin one
I
myself,
hate
Jace.
those big spongy bastards.
You're preaching to the choir there, brother.
Because I know you love the big spongy ones.
That is not
Keyzie.
true. You picked the
just
randomest shit
to
to make up yarns about.
Soak up all your piss.
You
Old
do,
Keyzie.
though.
Old Keyzie loves the
You
thick
like-
crust.
you like-
Old thick crust
Thick
Keyzie.
crust Keyzie, yeah.
That is such a made up yarn. Like old Keyzie loves the thick crust.
Well, it's in there now, brother.
Yeah.
It's
So that's
just
a thing now.
It's a fact.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously, I think what it is, Keyzie, it's just a natural survival instinct from you.
Oh, is that what it is?
When you've been having a few beersies, you think I need something to soak this stuff up.
What it is we often have pizza that has that crust here, and I'll eat some of that. And so now Keyzie loves it, man. He gets
You
amongst
do
it.
love it, though.
Yeah.
And you should hear what we say about you and the stuffed crust. Go and check that
Yeah, listen to
podcast
that
out.
potty.
That's true. I forgot.
Actually, just on stuffed crusts, text through on 3483 right now what you're having for tea. Going to get into that next. You could win a $50 night and day voucher.
Yeah. Buy yourself some fat-crusted pizza.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Tool there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. But right now it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie.
Yellow wheeze. Fat crust.
It's not called a fat crust pizza. It's called a thick crust
It
pizza.
is now.
All right. Let's get this shit done.
Hey, just on that.
What?
Because we're going home. Do you guys have any idea what you're having for tea tonight?
I really wouldn't mind getting some takeaways and going
Yes.
home.
Yeah,
and
no,
just
it's that
tipping,
kind of night,
getting
eh?
some curry and just tipping it into my bed, and then just getting a spoon and then just eating it alone in bed, watching Seinfeld. That's my dream.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Yeah.
That is such a good point. I have no idea what I'm having for dinner.
Yeah.
That's crazy. A lot of people.
My wife's going out, and she said, "Do you want me to cook you something?" And I was like, "No."
Actually, that's right. I'm going out tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. Going out to get pizza.
Yeah, with Jace's wife. So, text it on 3483 what you're having for dinner. Here's a really good one. This one's from Andy.
Oh, handy Andy Garcia.
It's from Andy Garcia.
Wow. Great
G'day.
actor, Jace.
He is
He's
good
in
actor.
The Untouchables.
G'day.
Played Elliot Ness.
G'day, flellers. Andy here.
Andy Sandberg.
Andy Sandberg from the Lonely Island and also Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Tonight I'm having a crumbed beef schnitty, some potatoes and salad.
I hope he's got a mushroom sauce for that.
Oh, he just texted in. Yeah, he does.
Oh, good.
He
Could be
said,
good.
before you
He's
freak
no
out.
idiot, Andy Samby.
Can I ask you, Mogi, are you a fan of the snitty?
No.
We used to have it quite a lot back in the day.
Growing up, it was a very common, cheap cut of meat.
Yes. I made a mean mushroom sauce that made it edible.
Oh, I mean, you're always banging on about your good cooking. But yeah, it was. I always found it a bit chewy.
Yes.
A lot of lemon, and if I'm honest with you, and I hate to say this, my mother had a habit of overcooking it.
Marge?
Yeah.
No good.
She's got to be very thin and heavily crumbed.
Yeah,
What,
so that
his
was the
mum?
thing. The crumb came off it,
Yes.
No good.
Yes.
and then you pair
agreed.
that with some mashed potatoes, lumpy mashed potatoes now, and maybe some beans.
See, my mum used to stuff the schnitzel with ham and cheese and then crumb that. And it was...
What a foul concoction that is.
Yeah.
We used to call it our stuffed crust schnitzel. That's not true. G'day, Flowers. Kelly here.
Oh, Kelly Slater.
Oh, damn, I was going to say that one.
Oh, man.
You don't have to say one. We could just go with Kelly if you
Kelly
want.
McGillis.
Oh, Top Gun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
God, she was hot, eh?
Tonight I'm having 3 pork swords and kumara mash.
Bumper to bumper.
It doesn't say how. No, it doesn't say.
Has he text back in yet?
It's nah, not yet. G'day, Flowers.
Oh.
Rangi here.
Oh, wow. Rangi Cruz.
Who's that?
Oh, it's this guy, I don't know.
Bullshit. Tonight I'm having loaded spiced wedges. Yum. Tomatoes, mozzarella, kidney beans, avocado. How good.
I'm not a fan of the wedge. I'll say it and I'll say it again. And
Yeah.
this whole loaded, wedge and chip thing, nah.
Don't like it.
Just, it's animalistic.
What, eating wedges?
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of thing you'd be into, Keyzie.
Absolutely.
yeah,
massive-
I don't like a wedge.
Massive piles of loaded wedges.
The trouble that I have with a wedge is the bigger, thicker ones, and you often find this hardened potato in there. I don't like that.
I don't want any of those. I just want little ones.
Little ones, I'm the
with heaps
same.
of
I'm the
cheese on
same.
it.
yeah.
We're the same, you and me, Keyzie.
Yeah.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Gorillas there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. It'll also be interesting, of course, because we were in Dunedin last night and out to the wee small hours. Hopefully we'll have something to chat about because it's time for this. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Brilliant, Jason.
Wow.
Good
Thanks
stuff,
for ruining
fellas.
it, Keyzie.
That was Buddha-like.
Really good.
It was too long.
That was our best ever.
Totally, I agree.
Really, really good. Keyzie trying to ruin it. It's disgusting.
No, I was trying to end
We've
it.
achieved something there, Jase, you and I. That was special, mate.
Yeah, it was, man.
Last night I got home and when I say home, I mean back to the hotel and watched some French Open. Some tennis.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched that till about 7 in the morning, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
Are you a fan of, in all seriousness, a fan of the majors and the old
I do
tennis?
like tennis.
Yeah, it's good.
I find the times are a bit harrowing
Yes.
as a rule, but I love a bit of Melbourne.
Yeah.
I do. I love them all, but it's just the time.
For me, it's Wimbledon is the big one. But yeah, no, I agree. It's good stuff.
For me, it's the US Open.
Because I remember you used to be a ball boy, didn't you?
Yes.
At Wimbledon.
Yes, back in the day.
Weren't you both ball boys at one stage?
No, I've never done that.
Nah, he was a tennis champion, and
you
I
sure?
was a ball
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We had quite a torrid love affair during one Wimbledon tournament. It was a qualifying event, wasn't it?
Oh, while you were
for
playing.
for the juniors. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
And it
you-
wasn't. We got into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because they don't like you doing that on the court when people are trying to watch the tennis.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
what, midway through the game.
I'd rather not relitigate that, Mogi.
Fair enough, mate.
I can still remember that red dust in my ass crack.
At Wimbledon.
Hey,
It
Keyzie.
was like paprika or something.
I was going to ask, what did you watch last night? But you were so steamed, you wouldn't have had a clue.
I actually got home to my bed, right?
Yeah.
And when I say my
Hotel.
bed, I mean hotel.
Yeah.
Same as Mogi there. And I lie down in bed, brush my teeth, lay down in bed, and put on a little doco about the Zodiac killer, and then got freaked out. Turned the lights on in my room twice because
Really?
I thought I could hear someone in my room. But I
Are
was
you
just
that guy?
what? I'm not that guy. That's Lee Hart, Jase. That guy.
But
What do you
know,
mean?
that gets freaked out by stuff like that. Has to turn the lights on.
when I'm responsibly pissed in my hotel room, and I got freaked out by the doco because he just like sneak up on people and just shoot them for no reason.
And was anybody there?
Nah,
Oh,
it was no one.
nah, of course he wasn't. Nah.
I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed
No
for
one
you,
was there,
Keyzie.
Keyzie.
Not that I could see anyway.
No one was there.
It was funny actually because I always have a hur of a time with the old remotes there in the hotel rooms, and somehow I managed to stray into the porn channels.
Oh, somehow. How did that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the batteries ran out in the remote, eh?
yeah, and it was bloody embarrassing this morning paying the old bill there, bloody
What did you watch?
$285 bloody bucks
Oh, wow.
of blue movies.
Did you get your money's worth?
Yeah, man. Oh, the funny thing was, because you look at the little highlights of each film, that's usually enough for me. But I must have dozed off after I've chosen one. And yeah,
Here's Bon Jovi.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Jihad there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Thursday night. Speaking of which, actually, Moki, God, you looked hot in your Jihad t-shirt last night.
Oh, thanks, mate.
It's so rock and roll, man.
It's my 90 as well. It's quite long.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You like your long tees, don't you?
Oh, I do like a long T-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to leave a little bit to the imagination. I want people to know. Well, I wonder what his backside looks like.
Sure.
And how much of a front door bulge he's running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go for the tight fit, Keyzie, on your tees.
Yeah, man.
And sort of cropped.
Yeah.
I like it to be tight around my sort of biceps and up under my armpits so it pinches a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I like it cropped so that my puku hangs out the bottom of it just a wee bit.
Yes.
Because I was noticing when you were putting your arms up last night, they just pulls up there.
Was I putting my arms up
your
last
little,
night?
Your
Where-
little snails trail down.
When was
down
I-
Here.
Where was I?
Sorry, man.
Big Bender?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that about?
God, this show is a train wreck. We're Big Ben have come on board, and we're throwing a Big Ben Big Bender. All right, so it's going to be a day full of excellent activities, Bender style stuff. However, first we need to decide what's going to be happening in the Bender. We're doing that with a Bender reveal party. Like a gender reveal party, except for instead of finding out what species your baby is, you find out
species?
what's happening on the Bender. So that's fun. That's fun. So text the word Bender to 3483. Get yourself in the draw to actually join us on the Radio Hodaki Big Bender bus for a day of excellence. Don't know what it is yet. But later on in June, we will actually be popping the balloons and figuring out what's happening on the Big Bender. And that's all thanks to Big Ben. Feed your mission.
Yum.
What do you guys reckon about that?
I'm fizzing about it, man. I can't wait to see, because what do? You pop those balloons, eh?
Yes. Yeah, you
so
pop
I
balloons.
can't wait to see what's going because there'll be lots of activities, I'm assuming.
Yes, inside the balloons. That's exactly what I just said in that wee blurb just then.
I was just trying to get my head around what species of baby you've had, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
obviously in your case, it was some sort of baby elephant because of the trunk.
Wow, more horse.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, let's end this shit.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Thursday show done and dusted. We got through, boys. We pulled through. We pulled together. We worked as a team. We worked as a unit, and we got there. Mogi, I know what you're doing tonight. You're going to bed. You're ordering curry. You're going to eat the curry in the bed watching Seinfeld.
Probably won't do any of that, to be honest. I've got a bit of work to do.
Right.
I just want to clean up the house. I've got to put a retaining wall in the backyard.
Sure.
Another one?
Before we move, we've got to reinstate the retaining wall.
Isn't that like your 9th retaining wall?
Yeah, man. It's looking good. Got a few, 5 retaining walls, reinforcing 4 of the retaining walls.
Oh,
Good
wow.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keyzie, you'll be going home trying to make amends to your wife. The shocking way you've treated her. You got your trip to Bali on Saturday.
One of the all-time cock-ups, did I say that?
He upgraded himself to Prime or
Premium economy.
A premium economy and left his wife in economy, which is just the foulest
Can
act
you-
I've ever heard of.
Can you tell the full story, please? I was given one for free, and we're
We're out of time, Keyzie.
We've bidded for her to also join me, but it's a 50-50 at this stage.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear that yarn, listen to the Hodaki Big Show podcast, which comes out at 7:30. I'm going to go home, start packing for Bali because I haven't packed anything yet.
Good stuff, mate.
What are you doing tonight,
forget
Jase?
your inhalers. Me, I'll be honest with you, fellas. My wife's going out to a play tonight.
My wife!
So I'm thinking spicy curry myself, Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, you just gonna copy
Fellas,
Mogi.
I'll be honest with you. I've got to go.
oh, you going now, are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll see you later.
Oh, but Jase is going to tell us about all this.
Yeah. I'll listen to the potty. Where do you get your podcast, Keyzie?
Oh, search Hodaki Big Show.
I mean, I can quicken it up a bit.
Oh, no, good. I'll save it. I'll save it for the end
That's
of
a
the
shame,
potty.
Jase. I really wanted to hear. All right, we'll see you tomorrow at 4. Love you.